Universal Spirit Center. It's so good to have you here this morning. Shoo-doo, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-ba-doo-wee, shoo-doo, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-ba-doo-wee. Here and now, we're the light, we're as free as the light, like the rays of the sun, running to every corner. We are up ahead, and the world's got to follow. We are not afraid, 'cause we'll never ever know defeat. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-bee, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-bee. Here and now, we're the light, we're as free as the morning, like the rays of the sun, running to every corner. We are up ahead, and the world's got to follow. We are not afraid, 'cause we'll never ever know defeat. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-wee, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo-wee. We are joy, we are joy, we have mercy. They all belong to the age to come. We have forgiveness, pure and holy, precious love of the law. We are the generation who lead ahead of our time. We'll live in this world by the powers of the age of love. We are the generation, we are ahead of our time. We live in this world by the powers of the age of love, 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 by the powers of the age of love. We will never ever know defeat by the powers of the age of love. We will never know defeat by the powers of the age of love. We are up ahead, and it's the world's got to follow. We are not afraid, we'll lead our time. We live in this world by the powers of the age of love, by the powers of the age of love, by the powers of the age of love, by the powers of the age, the powers of the age, the powers of the age of love, by the powers of the age of love, by the powers of the age of love, by the powers of love. And we'll never ever be afraid. We are the generation to lead ahead of our time. We will not be afraid. We will lead the generation of our time. We live in this world, and we'll never ever be defeated. No, we'll never ever be defeated. No, we'll never ever be defeated. We will never ever, never, ever, never, 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 never be defeated. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the powers of the age of love. Come on. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the powers of the age of love. We are the we are the powers of the age of love. We will never ever be defeated. We will never ever be defeated. Never, 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 never. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shoo-doop, shoo-ba-dooby-doo, shoo-doop, shoo-ba-dooby. Let's keep that hand clapping going for the sounds of spirit this morning. Linda on keys. Oliver on bass. And Matt back there keeping us down in the drums. Now let's keep that love going for our production team. There we go. In the booth, we have Ian on sound, Myron on lights, and Jeff on video production. So glad to have you with us this morning. I am Gino Walker. I'm your music production director. I think we're all still buzzing from the Ricky concert. I know our video didn't work last week, but I just want to say again, thank you for showing up for your community and showing out. We will be the event place in San Diego. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, y'all. Come on, let's sing our congregational song. I am the divine light. Here we go. The love of a light shines through me. The light of a love shines. The light of a love shines through me. I am divine. My mind lives peacefully. Peace is in my mind. My mind lives peacefully. I am divine. Love and peace shines and lives. Love and peace grows and gives. Love and peace is in my heart and in my mind. I am divine. The light of a love. Come on. Shine your bright light. Y'all sound good. Look at your neighbor and say, you are divine. You are divine. Look around and say, we are. We are divine. They were having too much fun back there.
Just kidding. I was grooving with it, man. Gina just gets me going. Thank you. Whew. Welcome to a Sunday community gathering experience here at Universal Spirit Center. I am Rev Sarah, and it's my joy to be here. It is such, I feel so grateful. Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed with gratitude that this exists, that this experience exists, that we get to feel connected and loved and seen and empowered to love and see and create that in the world. What a blessing, right? Yes, so thank you for being here and getting to create that with me and us and all of us. So I am not Rev Kevin, just if you... Rev Kevin is our senior minister, and he is away today. He had knee surgery, and he's doing great. Sometimes those things take some time to heal, so he is healing in the perfect way that healing happens. So he will be here next Sunday. But in the meantime, he is well and sends gratitude for all the good wishes and good thoughts for him. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mariana. So welcome. And if you are new here, we would love to stay in contact with you. If it's, it's like if you want to swipe right on us, and, you can. Was that the wrong reference in church? I don't know. You can let us know on a contact card that's in front of you in the pocket, in the seat in front, pocket in front of you. So put it in the basket, and we can stay connected. Also, this week we have some wonderful gatherings happening every Wednesday, different types of spiritual practices and offerings. And this Wednesday, we get to have crystal bowls, and it's such a beautiful experience. Crystal bowls with Maria Teresa. And I didn't see Maria Teresa yet, but she will be here Wednesday, and it's a wonderful experience. So I welcome you to that. And then lastly, I want to say we have Father's Day coming up next week, where we get to celebrate the divine masculine. And one of the ways we do that is to have an altar with pictures of fathers or those who represented a father-like presence in our life. So we can make sure you bring those or send those into Lee, and he can help create the altar for next week. So thank you. Okay, now we have really great announcements to follow. Here's Carolyn.
Thank you. Good morning. I am Carolyn, and I'm here representing Paper Bag Ministry. Today is the second Sunday of the month when we hold Paper Bag Ministry. What is Paper Bag Ministry, Carolyn? It is where we make paper bags, and there's all sorts of stuff to put in them, lots of food, water, socks, toothpaste. And we hold them in our cars, and then when you're driving by that person, by the light that has a sign and asking for something, you can roll down your window, hand it out, say something if you want, or don't if you don't want to, and drive away. And for them, it's something that they need in the moment. We're not solving homelessness, but we are helping someone in the moment. And I'll tell you a brief story, my most recent story. I have a lot of them. I was getting on the freeway off-ramp, and I saw there was a gentleman at the very bottom by the light, and he was talking to the people in the cars. And I thought, okay, so I get my bag all ready. Well, as I get up, I realize he's screaming obscenities at everybody. And I'm like, he's still hungry. So I hand him a bag, and he went from the words you can imagine to, oh, God bless you, thank you. So it works. It works. Please make a bag.
Good morning, I'm Annette. Hi. So how many of you were here for that awesome experience of helping to build the center? Well, I have to say thank you, and I know it was an awesome experience of all of us gathering together in community to make our community better. Well, we have another opportunity to paint. So I am inviting everyone next Saturday to a paint party. And so anyone who has experience in painting, we're going to have all the supplies. We're going to be priming the new walls and the colored walls, and just having fun together, and also having lunch together. So I'm asked, excuse me? What if you have no experience? Well, you can try. Yeah, you definitely can try. So come on anyway. The other thing we're looking for is people to make lunch for us. So, maybe a couple of casseroles. That was so yummy, wasn't it? So please, I'll be at the Yes table, and come and sign up for next Saturday for my paint party.
Good morning. I'm Bob Mozai, and I have the rest here.
Hi, Bob.
Did she say paintball, like as in guns and fighting? Oh, damn. Anyway, that's experience. Right. So, if you have any questions about those announcements, my announcements, or anything else, go to our website at universalspiritcenter.org for all your answers. So every third Thursday of the month, we will be having a new spiritual practice called Awakening Heart Collective. Please join Reverend Angela, she's not here this morning, on Thursday, this Thursday on the 19th at 7 o'clock. Inspiring music and spiritual connection await you. We're asking for a love offering basis. So speaking of flying, so what do you call a paper airplane that can't fly? Stationary.
Good morning. My name is Bob, also known as Bob 2. I'm here to read the racial equality announcements. I was all set up. I'm going to use mine here. So, Racial Equality Project. No King's March, join Pat and Stephanie. We will be gathering in peace and solidarity for the No King's March on Saturday, June 14th at the San Diego waterfront by the courthouse. Universal Spirit Center, rise up, and the Sacred Woman's Circle will be meeting near the small coffee shop cafe to the right of the courthouse, near the park. This area is also next to the public restrooms and just above the water feature. We will gather by 9:45. Pat Andrus will be there to greet everybody and meet and sign up at the Yes table, where the waterfront park, 1600 Pacific Way. Our history, facts about Pride Month. The U.S. Supreme Court legislated same-sex marriage in all 50 states on June 26, 2015. The very first gay parade was in Los Angeles. Brenda Howard, a bisexual woman, is considered the mother of Pride. The gay capital of the Middle East in Tel Aviv, February 17, 2025. Google was removed Pride Month along with the Black History Month and other cultural events from its Google Calendar. Yeah, right? So I will read our prayer. I'll read a line, and if you could repeat after me, that would be great. Divine light that binds us all. We come together as one, knowing that in our shared humanity lies the essence of our strength. May we see the beauty in our diversity. Let equality flow like a river, touching every heart and lifting every voice. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you. And now is our time to greet each other. So I'm going to have us have a community experience. Let's stand up, and we're first going to greet those online in our love stream. That's live streaming. So let's turn and wave to a camera. There's a couple around the room here, so I'm sure if you're waving in any direction, someone can see you. And then let's turn to each other and greet each other.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bob. AKA Christine Thompson. But it's just easier if everybody is just Bob. So good morning, Bobs. You know, some moments are harder than others. And I don't want to make light. Actually, I do. that just some moments are harder. And so this morning is one of those for me. And so, can you all help me breathe? So I appreciate that, because being a human is super spicy sometimes. And so many wonderful things. Like getting to be here this morning. So I know that the morning has already started in a gift because our eyes are open. And we landed not only in ourselves, but here. So this morning, I've already cried, so that's out of the way already. The cat's out of the bag. And so the hard part's already done. And we've already breathed in together. So let's just do that again. And maybe if it works for you, you sit up nice and tall in your chair. And you get to feel your feet on the ground. And know that you are the universal ground. That what you are touching is the universe itself. And you already worked out the first assignment this morning, which is just being here and knowing that you're loved. And so I'm going to read, and then there's going to be a chant. And then there's going to be more of Linda. And then there's going to be some quiet. And then there's going to be more love. So Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind and Spirit, he says this: every longing and yearning you have ever had, every secret desire of your soul, every constructive ambition you have ever had is a whispering of this divine life, assuring you that you are one with it. You are a manifestation, a personification of it. You are a center where life passing through you becomes definite, distinct, unique, and individual. There is no one else like you in all of the universe. There is no one else like you in all of the universe, and there never will be.
Cada añoranza y anhelo que alguna vez has tenido, cada íntimo secreto de tu alma, cada ambición constructiva que has deseado, es un susurro de esta vida divina, asegurándote que tú eres uno con ella. Eres una manifestación, una personificación de esta vida. Eres un centro donde fluye a través de ti y se vuelve definida, precisa, única y individual. No hay nadie como tú en todo el universo y nunca lo habrá.
you feel called, sing along. God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
Breathing in. I know that everything and all things is a whispering from divine life itself. And so I know in this moment, which is all moments, is that I too am that whispering. That we are that whispering of that one whole and perfect divine life. that the whisperings that we're hearing, that the yearnings, the longings, the desire to be all of life itself is already happening. That the call this morning is love itself. And so I know in that call then, that me, that we, that Universal Spirit Center is also the whispering of that divine life, working as itself, creating with itself, as all of us here today. And so I know a mighty blessing, gratitude and thanksgiving for all the hands and hearts, all the machinations, everybody online, Reverend Sarah, Gino, the musicians, each and every one of us then this morning, that we are whole and unique and perfect, that one whole and big life is each and every one of us, in the uniqueness that it is to be here right here. And so I know that this goes out not only in this community, but in every single one, that we are the ones that are changing lives, that we are doing this right now in this community forever and ever. And so let's breathe into that again in all the universal whisperings as we know and affirm and let it go and let God have us, as we say together. And so it is.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't want your broken parts. I learned to be all the best, my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut you down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised. This is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the stars. We are warriors. Ah, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we're glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut you down, gonna send the flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am bruised, I am brave, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on the beat I drum. words wanna cut you down. You gotta send the flood, gotta wash it out. I am brave, I am bruised. This is who I'm meant to be. This is me. 'Cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apology. This is me. Oh, 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 oh. Make no mistake who you are. Stand up, shout out, be you, no matter what they say to you. Oh, you matter in this world. You're worthy of everything. You deserve the love. This is me.
Yes, Gino. Woo, you are you. In grand fashion. Woo, thank you. Wow. Let me see here. Oops, sorry. All right, well, good morning. Whew, got everything blown out there. Like, all the old ideas, it's just gone. Oh, so what a great day to be here, right? The month of June, we get to start off celebrations of Pride all over the world. We get to feel the lengthening of the sun and the light, the power of the light to shine in the direction that we want to shine it, reveal what needs to be healed, shine in the direction that we want to experience in the world. It's a beautiful time to be powerful and to be intentional, and to have the experience of the joyful stepping into that creative power that we know is our birthright, as part of our consciousness that we belong to, that we are created from. We get to live in that joyful, exuberant life of unlimited possibility. Yes? Yes. So when I think about that energy, I think about, I remember some kids that I've worked with that really embody that for me. And I think some of you know I've worked around kids for a long time in education, and just the ability to see anything unlimited, like without any constraint or preconceived notion. So I can remember one time a kindergartner coming up to me and he was like, "Oh, I love your hair." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "It's just like macaroni and cheese. That's my favorite." And I was like, "Huh, I don't think I ever thought of hair as macaroni and cheese before." You know, I can see that, I guess, you know, the curls. Oh, or another kid, Waldorf. This is a Waldorf kid, and there's a lot of art in the Waldorf education, and she's furiously drawing this picture, and the teacher says, "What are you drawing?" And she says, "Oh, I'm drawing God." My teacher's like, "Oh, I don't think anyone knows exactly what God looks like." And without missing a beat, the kid's like, "They will in a minute." You know, how could I have that energy, right? That is the energy of unlimited possibility and creativity, right? That's who we're here to be. So I think about that and think that's what we're here about, you know, that this life, that we have that ability if we are aware of it. You know, Ernest Holmes, our founder, says that we're always creating. Consciousness is always creating, whether we are aware of it or not. So what are we creating is what we're here to talk about. But I think the more important question is, who are we? Who are we when we are creating? If we're always creating, what are we inhabiting? What consciousness are we inhabiting when we're creating? What can we be present to in our moment? Because it's always happening. Like today's reading, that this is all that we are, and that love wants to express through us. Ernest Holmes says that, you are, this is every longing and yearning you've ever had. Every secret desire of your soul, every constructive ambition you've ever had is a whispering of this divine life. It's wanting to know itself through you as only it can through you, through the unique way that you see things, whether you see hair as macaroni and cheese or, as however it is through you. That is a personification of this infinite idea, this infinite love intelligence that's knowing itself in the way that it only can through you. So that's what we are here to wake up to and to more fully consciously embody in an empowered way when we can step into that. Because like he said, you're the center where life is passing through you. It becomes definite, distinct, unique, and individual. And there's no one else like you in the universe, and there never will be. So this is the moment, this is the time to be fully embodied in who you are. So where are we when we're creating? What are we in each moment? And I think a lot of times what happens is something, part of our neurological programming, we get locked into a certain idea based on fear, based on old programming or patterning. I've been talking this week with a friend, my friend Chuck, and he's dealing with uncertainty, and so he's created this new mantra for himself that he's digging the uncertainty. So rather than like fearing it, he's digging it because it has unlimited possibilities. There could be a magnificent outcome from whatever is going forward, and he's focusing on that, the expansiveness of it, rather than, the one narrow possibility of my worst fear. And sometimes I get locked into that one possibility, that one thing I'm only seeing. I don't know about you, but there are times when I think just for the easy example, when I'm looking for something and I am certain I cannot find it, it is not there, and it is in my hand, or it is on my head, my glasses, and I am so certain that I don't see it, right? And it is right there. So what am I really seeing? Can I step out of my unconsciousness and remember to be present in a moment? Because there is unlimited possibilities. What else could be possible? That is the energy that we can stand in when we are in a creative place, when we are being identified and embodying the creative spirit that we are born from, when we have that opening, that curiosity, the willingness to question, what else could be possible? What else could I imagine? That steps us into our creative power rather than our old patterning and routine habits of thinking. I was speaking with my dad this week about this. He's just come out of the hospital in a situation where I had some certain thoughts I was afraid of, and I was on that train. And that was a good practice for me to say, what else could be possible from this outcome? But he was talking about the idea of an empowering context versus a disempowering context. And this comes from Landmark, that's his background. But really, what, in that disempowering context, am I in a context of believing that I'm powerless, that there are things that I can't, that I'm never going to have, that I am inadequate or not capable of the task before me, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not lovable? All of that old programming is a disempowering context. And when we try to manifest or create in this philosophy, if you think it, you can create it. That's true, but what's the context? He says it's like putting peanut butter on a S sandwich, like putting peanut butter on something, but, underneath is not great. If I'm trying to create something and I still have a belief that I never have enough, or I'm not loved, or I'm not lovable, then I can have it in my hand and I won't see it. It could be right there and it's not there for me to experience because I just don't see it. I'm still in that old disempowering context. So I think that's the most important thing for us, this empowering idea that can be this path of spiritual practice is a path of liberation. If we choose to continue to practice deepening and looking, where can I have a more liberating context? Where can I be more free of an old idea? Where can I open up to something grander or more possible than what I can see in this moment? Even if I can't see it, what can be possible? When I'm focused on the disempowering context, it's a lot of times it's unconscious, right? It's from our old programming, or programming, from childhood or from society or from media or whatever. I can think about a time where I was in a school job situation long ago and far away, and I was in a somewhat of a leadership position, but I didn't actually have any power to make decisions. And the structure that was above me and beside us, I felt was really out of integrity, and I felt really righteous about it. And I would tell people, oh, there they are again, see, that's conflict of interest, or they're not doing good things for kids, or they're not in alignment with the vision. And I was really fervent about that, and I was trying to be intentional and use my voice, but guess what I kept creating? More conflict, more examples of how they weren't doing the right thing, more things to fight against. I was in the context of disempowerment, of being powerless, that they had all the power, and maybe they did, but I was participating in it and kept perpetuating that experience because I was in that disempowering context. So the idea is what else could be, what other context? You know, Ernest Holmes also says, he said, show me someone, find me a person who's for something and against nothing. And you'll find another Savior, another Jesus, another enlightened, awakened being. Because if I'm focused on what's wrong and I'm kept focusing on what's wrong, I'm not actually moving in the direction of what's right or what I'm being called to be. And that's not to say that we don't call out what needs to be called out and heal what needs to be healed. We see that. We see what needs to be healed. And then we move in the direction of the vision that's pulling us rather than fighting against the problem that's constraining us or enslaving us. We move in the direction of our vision. When we're moving in that direction, now that's an empowering context. Now we are creating to the greatest extent. That now we are being who the universal life, the love, intelligence wants to be through us. There are powerful, magnificent things that need to happen through us that can only happen through us. But we need to be working in that direction. When I play soccer, they talk about you play the way you're facing. Like if your back is to the goal, you can't get the ball to the goal. You got to play the ball back till somebody else is facing the goal. So you got to face in the right direction. And so it's about recognizing when we get in those old patterns. I was talking with my partner, Andrew, and there's that uncertainty that happens, right? And I get locked into one particular path or outcome. And it's a moment to pause. And what I've practiced now is to pause and to think, what do I want to experience? I don't know what the form is or the shape or the color or the texture. I don't know any of the structure to it, but what do I want to experience? Because those experiences, that is the life of the infinite. Like love, that's beyond constraints of time or form or space. I want to feel freedom or peace or empowered or abundant or joyfully, exuberantly creative, like the little kindergartner drawing the picture that was so confident about God. You know, that's what I want to feel. If I can embody that, then all the details get worked out. And I'm actually not limiting it to whatever detail I thought I needed. I get to live in that experience. Thank you. So the second half of that story, because of course when I was in that conflict perpetuating cycle, I was recreating the conflict in this old, that did not end well. You know, that kept escalating until we could not stay in cohabitating and working in the same context. So as I left that position and I had some space to imagine and create and move to another position, I paused and I thought, okay, I'm going to try a different practice this time. I'm going to recognize I'm not going to participate in the old patterns of conflict and fighting the man. And it's based a little bit on Joe Dispenza's work in his book, Becoming Supernatural. There's like a meditative practice where you can just really get clear on like the vibration. What's the felt sense? And so I would vibrate, I would meditate on what does it feel like in my new work? Do I feel empowered? I feel like I'm contributing in the way I can contribute and that people appreciate the voice and what I have to offer, and I appreciate what they have to offer. And then we have this like diverse team of people that are working together for good and that we're doing something good for people, good for ourselves. I would feel, I also would imagine feeling like generous, like I'm being compensated enough that I get to be generous and I get to contribute elsewhere and to other causes and organizations. And so I just kept being in the felt experience of that. And I didn't know what it would look like or where. And it turned out to be something that I didn't imagine. I wouldn't have considered it. It was way off of the field of what I would have thought about. But it ended up being the perfect place. With more everything, more income, more benefits, more time off, and a great team. Like all of that worked out, but I wouldn't have been able to recognize it if I hadn't already been practicing what it felt like. Because then when I see it, it's aligned with that same vibration, and all of a sudden it's right there, and I know it. So it's about really being there first. It's funny, this morning I was reading a daily meditation from Richard Rohr, And he was talking about the spiritual path of awakening and realizing the presence of God. And he said, we cannot get there, we can only be there. So I think that's what it is, right? We cannot get there, we can only be there. So I think this is for us to, in a spirit of creativity and creating, what am I creating? I am creating it right here, right now. I am being that. I am being the place and presence of empowerment or abundance or love or freedom, contribution, good. I am being that. And then I get to exude that and vibrate at that and resonate with that wherever I am. And I call those experiences to me, or I bring that to whatever experiences I'm in. It could be the same context. And, you know, it's not about that there aren't some difficult contexts. We could still have the same outcome that's difficult, whether it's with a health condition or a financial condition or the condition in the world. Like, there are things happening that are definitely my worst fear and the worst possibility that are not okay. But who am I being in the midst of that? What am I bringing to it? Because the only way to move through that is into where I think we should be, is to be that and to bring that forward. So that's what we're about, right? Yes. Yes. So part of it is also practicing and recognizing when maybe we're not. Like, who is behind the wheel of my consciousness right now? Who is driving? You know, sometimes it's not me. You know, to be clear, there are powers and people that count on you not being behind the wheel. They do things intentionally to hijack your consciousness. So it is a practice, an intentional practice. It is actually an act of resistance to be powerful and checking yourself. Where am I? What's the consciousness I'm in right now? Who's driving right now? So I check that. Yes, thank you. There's a poet and a writer. Her name is Cole Arthur Riley. She also wrote Black Liturgies. But she says, if you're not in your body, then somebody else is. You know, like, it could be an old, programming from our childhood. It could be from an old adult figure who said things that we started to believe, that we started to live in a lie about ourselves, that we started to live in alignment with. But this is really the practice of waking up to say, I am going to inhabit my own body. I am going to be behind the wheel of my own consciousness. I am going to be intentional about who I am here to be so that I can be a beneficial presence on the planet in my life and for the life of everyone around me. So it's about that. And how do we get that? Thank you. You know, I think part of it is, it does take practice. Like, some of it is just physical. Like, let's make sure we're rested and fed and watered, you know, that we take care of ourselves. Yes, I need water. Sometimes I call myself an aquaholic. There's another gal that she wrote a book about rest is resistance, and she's like intentional about, her name's Tricia Hersey. And like, do we treat ourselves with gentleness? Do we refuse to treat ourselves as a machine? Do we resist the social messages that say that we're our busyness and our work is our worth and our value? Like, again, that, like, being intentional about our practice of rest and about being in our own consciousness is in some ways an act of resistance. Do we find things that bring us joy and delight? All of those things help us be back into who we are, who is our unique expression to be right here. So one of the other things I want to say, and then I'm going to lead us into a process and a little meditation to kind of vibrate at the resonance that we envision for ourselves. But I was reading this or listening to this podcast. You know, I do podcasts. This gal, her name's Dr. Thema Bryant. She's a psychologist and author, and she weaves spirituality and psychology together and social justice. But she's talking about how we need to embody a gentleness with ourselves, and then when we're gentleness, there's sovereignty where we are, right where we are. And here's how we can tell if we are in our right self. And these things really resonated. Let me see if they resonate with you. She says, she defines it as, are you at peace with yourself even when you don't agree with others? Are you at home with yourself not easily agitated or offended simply because someone has a different opinion? Are you not based in fear but in clarity in who you are? Are you clear enough about you that you don't have to convince others? You're not easily moved, provoked, irritated. You're not a puppet. In your gentleness, you are a person of intention and voice. You are rooted, not reactive. You can breathe, speak, and act out of the gentle essence of who you are. I thought, yes, I want to be in that place whenever I am intentionally acting. It's not that we're not outraged by outrageous things, that we're not moved when we need to be moved, but when I'm ready to move, can it be in that place of like grounded sovereignty of who I'm here to be, what my truth is? I'm moving and acting and creating out of who I'm here to be, not who I'm reacting against. Yes. So I'm going to invite us to practice that a little bit. So I'm going to have you take a moment to settle into your place and sit or close your eyes. And I'm going to ask you to just take a breath and feel into that place. Feel into that place where you are grounded in your own sovereignty. That you notice, but you know who you are, and you're clear on that. You are not easily moved or provoked. You are rooted. You can breathe and speak and act out of who you are, the infinite essence of the divine that knows itself as you. And so from that place, I want you to think of a circumstance that you want to create, that you would like to experience. It could be in your own, your health, or it could be in your work. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a living situation. And now I want you to imagine, what do you want to feel like in the optimal experience of that situation? Maybe the optimal experience of that relationship or that condition. So breathe into that. Feel it being rooted in your being. Is it feeling loved? Is it feeling empowered? Is it feeling free? Is it the joyful exuberance of a child that knows what God looks like? Is it creative? Is it generous? However it is, just breathe into that. And know that that is your birthright. That is the truth for all of us. And so as you spend some time savoring that, letting it saturate your being, just steeping in that peace, that love. I will close this out with a prayer. Just knowing that this is the infinite showing up as each of us. That this is the truth that is always present. Love is right in our hand. Peace is right in our feet, in our head, in our body, right here. Love, abundance, freedom, power, vitality, and wholeness. All that we are belongs. So I give thanks for that. I know that this is the truth for all beings everywhere. I say yes to this. And so it is.
happened to you, whatever changes you've been through, there's a meaning to it all. We are not victims of circumstance. It happens to give us a chance to change, to really grow. And we're open, open to God's love deep inside. God's love therein abides. God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind. God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind. You carry your pain so very far. What you are feeling is not who you are. There's something happening. Spirit is saying, come in. My door has been opened. Your only sin is you didn't know. It was open, open. I am the best in you. See me in all you do. God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind. God will work through an open heart. God will work through an open mind. God is only good. Trust God like you know you should. One day, I know that you say that your heart is. I am your instrument. I live as my life, shine through my continents. I am willing. What would you have me do? Open my heart. Yes, I am here for you. My heart is open. I am your instrument. Live is my life. Shine through my continent. Oh, I am willing. What would you have me do? Open my heart. Yes, I am here for you. I am your instrument. Live as my life. Come on and shine on it, shine on it, shine on it. My heart is open. I am your instrument. Live is my light, shine through my continents. 'Cause I am willing. What would you have me do? Open your heart. Yes, I am here for you. Spirit is calling your name. If you are willing, you can change and really grow. So won't you open, open
Especially today. Okay, that's a tough act to follow. I'm Lorraine Iverson, and thank you. I am Wisdom Council leader and board president, and I've been, along with my handsome husband, a member here for probably about 14 years, something like that. And I'm here to talk to you about conscious giving and why we give. And first of all, that talk is why we give. You're a real Rev. You are the real deal. Truly. We grow some great, great ministers in this place. Everything she said, we carry out into the world, into our community. And God knows, and we know, that our world needs some help. And this is where we get it. This is our mission. Universal Spirit Center is a progressive and inclusive spiritual community creating experiences of divine love for global transformation, personal and global transformation. That is why we give. Not to keep these damn lights on. God, they're bright. Not to keep... I know, I just don't have the star power. I don't know. It's not to pay bills. It's not the physical structure. It is what happens here every week. It's the message, and it's changing the world. And that's a big claim. Oh yeah, we're changing the world. We are. You feel it. You take it out, you share it. That's why we give. Why do I give personally? Because my this is my family. You guys are, I got a lot of family, but you are, for these 14 years, my grandbabies were baptized here. We've said goodbye to people here, dear friends. It's mushy up here today, isn't it? A little damp. This is family, and we take care of family. So these are all the reasons why we give. And we're experiencing some growing pains right now. This is our first year in this place, and we are, we've been operating at a deficit. And, we're not in trouble. We've got savings that will cover all of this, but you can't continue to run in a deficit. So we're asking everybody to help us. We're asking 3 things. First of all, know. Join me in knowing that we are abundant. We all know we're abundant. Yes. We know we're going through some stuff right now, but it's working. It's going to work out. Also, please prayerfully consider expanding what you're doing. We know, everybody knows, it's Science of Mind 101. What you give out comes back to you, that it continues to grow. So even though times are tough, gas ain't cheap, stretch a few more dollars out. If you can do it, it would be wonderful. It would cover that gap. Consider switching to automatic giving so that, and there's a number of ways to do that, and Lee can help you with it, I can help you with it. That's Lee over there. You can go online to universalspiritcenter.org and go to giving, and they'll walk you through the steps. But that way your gift is always here. Even if you're in Italy or out on your yacht someplace or wherever, your gift is still here. So I'm asking you right now to put your hands on your heart. If you have a gift to give, put your gift on your heart. And repeat after me. As I give, so I receive. As I receive, so I give. Abundance and love flowing through me. and to me and out to the world. Thank you so much for your support.
We thank you online for all of the times you hit our QR code and it goes ding 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 ding. We love that. And as we get ready to give out, let's sing our conscious giving song. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shine, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save. With plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me.
All right, so let's put our energy, our vibe, all the great resonance of the energy of money and prosperity and growth. Just know that this is happening for our center right here and now through all the gifts, all the tithes, all the income coming to us, growing through us, and expanding our good in the world. Yes? Yes! Thank you, God.
Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now. And I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's working for me now. Oh, I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Oh, let's say, come on, 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 come on. Money is coming to me.
Thank you, Gino. Thank you. And thank you, House Band. Thank you. And thank you, Christine, for your powerful practicing Christine suchness today. And thank you for all of you for participating in this experience. So let's stand up and just know that we are behind the wheel of our consciousness. We are in a place of good, and we are stepping into that even more powerfully every day. So I say thank you for that. I say thank you for you. Thank you for God showing up as each of you. And so it is.
Let's sing out. I am the divine. Here we go. The light of love shines through me. The light of love shines. The light of love shines through me. I am divine. My mind coming up. Reverend Sarah got y'all set. She got you set with the feeling and the vibration happening right within you. So when people out there in the world see you and they see you shining that light, they go, hey, I want to go where you go. Say, come join me at... wait. I would not come join you. You sound like you're not sure. I need to know that you know what you're talking about. You ready? That's what I want to hear. I want to shine like you. Come join me at... Hey, the light of love shines through me. The light